and strong. I pray to God to give me the energy to keep Jamaica and our people firm and strong. Stand up, labor rights. Stand up for justice. Stand up for truth. Labor rights are proud of their party.
In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. Jamaica, nobody fuss, no, nobody fight. We did a for the labor right. No shaky boat because a woman we like. We did a for the labor right. The river come down green, it's so pretty and bright. We did a for the labor right. The women up shower in a green, me baptized. We did a for the labor right. Right now, now worry about visa. Can we have one of the greatest leader? Runway, go a foreign like triple X and got beef, gravel leg out a freezer. Don't have it on green like Tracina. I will say no, we are freeze for the teachers. We have the prettiest women like Anne-Marie Vaz and sexy Venetia. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. Oh no, see Center, my servant center. You know, St. James parameter. Our doctors did have to use garbage bag. Your doors, you go on like you're no member. Now blessings that flow like river. Every bad prayer return to sender. Dr. Cole and Blair teach drop out from when PMP never buy them no denture. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory. In the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus, we shall have a victory.
Good morning, Libra Roots, and good morning, all other comebacks watching this channel. Welcome to another episode of Political Hard Talk. I am your host, none other than the greatest Laborite alive. Good morning, my people. Good morning. Now, guys, today we're going to try and, do a breakdown of what happened to Jamaica. We have some audio, and we're going back to the audios this morning. And we're going to look to the future as well. Also, this thumbnail that you're seeing, the storm, as it head for Bermuda, it picked up speed and has reaped havoc, my people. So, not only is relief efforts going to have to take place in Jamaica, but I'm pretty sure that in Bermuda and those surrounding islands down there, there's going to have to be rescue efforts as well, and aid being sent to those places as well, my people. So let's roll out the morning shout outs and then let's get into it, my people. So Maureen, big up yourself. Good morning. Mark, big up yourself. My boss from New York, big up yourself. Stacy, big up yourself. Larry, big up. Carleen Irons, big up yourself. Craig, big up yourself. Jacqueline Chambers, big up yourself. JP Vivek asking if I'm from Africa, big up yourself. Ellen Mackenzie, big up yourself. Good morning. There's 90 of us, guys. Please get me to at least 50 thumbs up. And if you are a silent watcher, big up yourself. But if you want a shout out, you have to comment something in the comment section so I can see the name to give you a shout out. See? So hit the like button. I'm not sure if this is a vertical live. If it is a vertical live, you have to hit the 3 dots in the right hand corner of the screen. Hit the thumbs up button or double tap the phone screen. Please subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. See? So we're going to get into the video, my people. And by the way, no news yet about my daughter. Signal is slowly returning though. As I said last night when I was on the live, Shanice called me straight from her mobile phone. So the mobile signal is taking its time to creep back in, my people. Some places have mobile signal, so that is good. I have given several persons my daughter and her auntie and her mother's number. They have been ringing it. No, they're all going to voice message. So it's either the phones are dead or they're just not picking up any signal at all, my people. There's this brother called such and such that I see going around. Somebody sent him to me yesterday and I send him a message. But because I don't follow him or he don't follow me, he'll have to, accept the message. But I have left several comments under his post to tell him that, if he can. So no update on that as yet, my people. Right now, I panic, my people. Purchase that ticket to come home. So I'm on my guys. I am weeks away though. So in the meantime, we are going to raise some funding. Obviously, government alone can't do it, my people. And for persons who is sending the funding directly to government, that is good. However, we and here are trying to play our part as well. So my PayPal is in my post section and here. If you wish to send $5, $2, $10, please do it. See, I will not steal your money. It will go to good use. I will do what I say I'm going to do with it. See, so if you can't afford to send anything, please watch the ads. When you see the ads, just watch them. If you don't watch them, that generate income for me. I can then use that money to help back home. Please. See, so if you can't send no money, please watch the ads. Right? All right, so let's get into it, my people. Where was I? Hold on, my people, because I lost the video. Let's see if I see it, so. What's up? Hold on, my people, bear with me there. I lost the video. I'm going to file in iPhone and see it. Sometimes you send something to your phone and it just disappear. I think I hit this.
They called it the storm of the century, but its impact is just beginning. In this video,
we roll out some more shout out. So, Jamaica, where we live, big up yourself. Lillian, big up. Diana Patterson, big up yourself. Good morning. Which way you're going in from, Diana? Which way you're going in from?
You're going to discover how Hurricane Melissa tore into Jamaica, exposed deep vulnerabilities in infrastructure and geography, and revealed lessons for every nation facing the next wave of disaster. Stay tuned until the end for the stunning twist that shows this isn't just Jamaica's story. It's a global wake-up call. We're headed into the Caribbean, to the lush, vibrant island of Jamaica, a place famous for its reggae, its beaches, its mountains, its vibrant culture. Yet beneath the beauty lies a harsh reality. When disaster strikes, the combination of nature, geography, and infrastructure can turn paradise into peril. In late October 2025, Hurricane Melissa barreled in, not just as another storm, but as one of the fiercest ever.
I was told that way is clear. Diana, I was told that. So I have some cousins coming down from Kingston with a busload of stuff as well. I had sent some money for that as well. So they're going to come into the space, I believe, Sunday. And they're coming with a busload of aid as well from Kingston. So, persons are already complaining that they don't see any of the aid that is coming in. But just be patient, my people. The government is in the space and private people are in the space. I see some foreigners in Burn Savannah as well. Something another navy they are called. I can't remember. you know. So please just be patient, my people. Please, we know we're hungry. If we can't find like a flour and like a oil, fry 2 sugar dumpling in a time being, you know, and just please, you know.
To hit the island. With winds and pressure readings that stunned climate monitors, Melissa forced Jamaicans to face not only immediate catastrophe, but a question. How do you rebuild when the future itself is shifting? Today, we'll walk through what happened, why Jamaica was so exposed, what must be done, and how the implications ripple far beyond the island's shores. First, let's unpack the scale of the destruction. As Melissa approached Jamaica, it wasn't simply strong, it was historic. The storm made landfall near New Hope in the parish of Westmoreland, armed with sustained winds of about 185 mm, 295 km/h, and a minimum central pressure around 892. These are figures usually reserved for the most extreme storms.
I was told that there was looting in Savlamar. I wake up this morning looking, but I have not got any confirmation. But I was told there were looting, widespread looting in Savlamar last night. But the government came in with a truckload of stuff yesterday morning. They'll be coming in today and other days. Places that are maroon, they have the Chinook helicopters that will be ferrying food into those terrains, my people. So please, if we don't have just even look of flour left and look of sugar, just mix up some sugar dumpling, fry them, you know, take on the time and fry them and see if everybody can at least eat one, get something in their stomach and drink some water. If you don't have water, please, government don't get to you. Please, see, do not panic, my people, and further disrupt the country. Please.
Record. The violence of the landfall event uprooted homes, shredded roofs, and blasted communities with wind and water. In Jamaica, initial reports indicate massive power outages, hundreds of thousands of homes and businesses left in the dark. The flooding was equally devastating. Entire sections of the parish of St. Elizabeth were described as underwater. Roads cut off, utility poles snapped, and communications gone. The problem here was not just one of wind, but the deadly combo of geography plus aging systems. Jamaica's mountain...
Listen as to why the storm was so devastating to Jamaica. Now listen now. Think I hear some people where I say a government make a storm and me them talk about deer or something like that and geofarm. I say, yo, you big people, them big and dumb, you see, brother. Sometimes it just but anyway, you don't listen why the storm was so devastating to Jamaica.
Terrain, deforested slopes, fast-rising floods and landslide risk made the impact far worse. And the context is sobering. This wasn't just a freak storm, but an adverse outcome of multiple interlocking vulnerabilities. So we have the shock of the event. Now the question, why was Jamaica so exposed? Let's peel back the layers. First,
we have to like up a life, people. We want to, you know, get out as much of the information as we can. So liking the live promotes the live, my people. So when you hear people tell us if you like the live, that is why. The more you like the live, and the more YouTube tell people say, come listen to the live. People are watching. Saying that is the purpose of liking. So just like your live, my people, please.
Geography and environment. Jamaica is mountainous, volcanic region with steep slopes, heavy rainfall zones, and communities sited close to rivers, gullies, and the coast. Researchers estimate roughly half the island is at high or very high landslide risk. That's an immediate hazard. Next, land use and vegetation issues. Between 2001 and 2024, Jamaica lost about 7.4% of its tree cover, a trend that weakens slope stability and reduces natural buffers against floods and landslides. Without forests to anchor soil and slow water, fast-moving deluges carve out destruction. Then the infrastructure gap. Many of Jamaica's roads, power lines, drainage systems and public buildings were built for a different era. An era of less intense storms and slower change. When Melissa hit, blocked roads, fallen poles, flooded clinics and hospitals were all reported. Add to that rapidly warming seas and a slower moving storm that lingered. An effect.
So now that the earth is warming up so much, and then you have the big orange Oompa Loompa over there in America, Humpty Dumpty, who sat up on a wall. Sorry if you disrespect him, because we get aid from him, but he now make a decision them, because I hear he say that them they're going to start nuclear testing again. So what do you think that I gotta do for the earth and for the environment when they start nuclear testing again? Are we gonna affect, and we not for them money, for build back for the place, We can't imagine we get a storm like this every year. How we are gonna sustain? How we are gonna live as people? Good morning, Michelle. By the way, my people, Shanice is not up yet because she went to her bed late, but today is Shanice's 30th birthday, my people. So I am sure she will watch the live after the fact and will be reading the comment to see all who tell her happy birthday. So please wish my wife happy birthday for me this morning. She get all tell her this morning, say, I'm gonna use tweezers and take out the green off. I know, cause it'll get all I know. So we continue to listen, my people. But wish my wife happy birthday for me, please.
An effect directly connected to climate change. Scientists have found that storms like Melissa are now more common and more intense thanks to thermodynamic factors in the ocean and atmosphere. So the root causes are not hidden. They are structural, environmental, and tied to climate. And that means the next step must be about building back differently. Knowing the problem and its causes, we move to solutions. Jamaica's path forward must be defined not only...
Yes, Michelle, because we were planning a massive celebration, I mean, I did plan a massive celebration, because several months from now on my birthday, so we did a plan to just do something in between, but my going home now is going to be a massive humanitarian thing, and I guess everything worked out for how it should have been, my people. I just part of life, we'll continue to listen though.
By repair, but by transformation. Let's walk through key strategies. A, climate-proof infrastructure. Roads, power grids, drainage systems, hospitals. They must be designed for the reality of Category 5 level events and beyond. That means stronger materials, redundancy, higher for key assets, and emergency backup systems. B, restore...
Guys, when you like up a live, 200 other way, and we only have 31 likes on the live. Get me to at least 50 likes now. Hit the 3 that's in the right hand corner of the screen if it is a vertical live, and hit the thumbs up button. Do subscribe also if you're not yet a subscriber. See?
Restoring defenses, reforesting hillsides, protecting floodplains, restoring mangroves and coastal vegetative buffers all go a long way toward reducing landslide and flood risk. Community-based early warning and evacuation systems. With jagged terrain, remote communities and unstable slopes, timing is everything.
And by the way, it don't cost anything for subscribe, and it don't cost anything for like the live, my people. It is free. Just like it live now and subscribe. It is free. And nobody no say you subscribe. So if you hide, say you don't want nobody know, say you sub channel because we are PNP and we are labor right. Nobody no know, say you subscribe. And me alone can see you. See? I may only see you when you comment. Me can't see who subscribe. Only half of your comment me know say are you. See? So please. And most people don't have up a picture anyway. So you still don't know who they are. I just the name and see. Right? And most people still not use their real name either. So just subscribe them, man. I'll like up your live. What I'm doing.
Alerts, certified shelters in safe zones and local engagement are vital. D, financial preparedness and social protection. Jamaica relies heavily on tourism, about 4% of GDP, and food imports. When a storm roars through, supply chains break, incomes vanish, and households are vulnerable. Insurance cash transfer schemes, sovereign risk tools, and resilient supply networks matter. E. Diversification and resilient livelihoods. If tourism falters due to storm damage, what then? Climate-smart agriculture, blue economy, marine resources, renewable energy jobs, all offer alternatives that are more resilient to the next shock. Each of these strategies individually matters, but together they build a resilient system. And they set the stage for the twist you're about to hear. Let's pause here for a moment, because while Jamaica will rebuild, something much bigger is happening. The world is watching, analysing, and taking notes. The narrative of island vulnerability can no longer be viewed through a narrow lens of sympathy or isolation. It must be reframed as a global economic and environmental reality. When Jamaica suffers from storm damage, it's not just about downed power lines or flooded homes. It's about a chain reaction that extends far beyond the Caribbean Sea. The losses in tourism alone can amount to hundreds of millions of dollars. Cruise lines reroute, airlines suspend flights, and travelers cancel bookings. That, in turn, impacts hotels, restaurants and local businesses that depend on the global flow of visitors. But the ripple doesn't stop there. When supply chains are interrupted, when agricultural exports, bauxite shipments or manufacturing goods are delayed, it sends tremors through trade networks that connect Jamaica to markets in North America, Europe and Asia. Even global insurers, who must pay out billions in claims after each major disaster, feel it. And those financial ripples affect investors, bond.
So listen to this. The PNP is complaining that the government is politicizing the hurricane. The government is doing no such thing. It is the PNP that is doing that. The way how the government don't want to politicize this thing, and the government has gone as far as to not itself distribute aid to through members of parliament and councillor. It is the people on the ground, people like agencies who are working with the government, disaster risk management agencies, working through the local governance. Even Desmond Mackenzie is staying away from distributing stuff. It is people who is working in the emergency services, including the military. That is who is going around to give the food to people. So nobody can say they get nothing from Andrew, and can't say they get nothing from Dayton, and can't say they get nothing from Mark. Anything when Mark and them give them separately, that or that. But the aid that is coming into the country, the government is making sure that nobody can politicize it. Nobody can say, me, Mark Golden, give you this aid. Me, Andrew Wellness, give you this aid. The aid is from people who is supporting us. Some of it is from the government of Jamaica, which all of us, is paying towards. PNP and JLP. So the government has gone as far as to not give aid to members of parliament to distribute. The sectors and services that work, the organizations. See? Some of them are doing their own thing, but the ones that are affiliated to the government, they are the ones who is going out and distributing the aid, my people. See? So we'll continue to listen. After this done, we'll continue the reasoning. Phone lock corner.
And government budgets worldwide. What was once seen as a local catastrophe becomes, in truth, an international financial event.
All of this, let's just say a comment, Jamaica will come from. All of this Andrew Wellness have been saying for how long. Andrew Wellness even start a program called Plant 3 Million Trees. Even Edward Siaga was concerned about these things, Edward Siaga plant a couple million trees in a film time in the 80s, So far back, them concerned about them something how it happen. See? Whenever you hear no PNP member of parliament or prime minister PJ or Portia talk about climate change and making Jamaica resilient to it, because we sit down right in our belt, Jamaica, then in middle one zone where we're vulnerable to hurricane, we're vulnerable to earthquakes, and we're vulnerable to tsunami. See? No, Maureen, no, you're not yet, I still a try. but the signal is slowly coming back in Westmoreland. So, like I said, the agencies are working assiduously to restore certain things. So, last night when I was on live, Shanice called me, and she was using her regular phone signal last night. See? So, some persons are having phone signal. Some people tell me say in and out. So, I heard from a few of my friends yesterday, but I can't get my daughter for. Shanice is in the chat, my people. Good morning to my beautiful wife. Happy birthday to you. And while you're here, my people, and while Shanice is here, let us take a pause from that. I want to read something for her that I prepared this morning. See? So, I want to give me a listening ear right now. All on. Hold on, I'm turn on the data. So while she is here, and by the way, Father that night said to tell you guys good morning. He is, he went to church this morning, my people. See? I'm going with this something here, oh God. All right, give me a second. The live I got pause, my people. Wanna hear me? The live just paused a while ago. Now hear me? Tell me if you not hear me. All right, cool. All right, we're connected. All right. So I want to wish my queen a happy 30th birthday. Even though it is not a happy time for any of us right now, my people, I still want to wish her. She said not to wish her happy birthday, but I want to wish her happy birthday nonetheless. And I want to tell her that, you know, they said in life, you will have to kiss a lot of frogs before you find your princess or your queen. Anybody that knows me, see, knows that I am a lover, you know, and I am sure it is the grace of God that sent Shanice, who is a humble soul, you know, into my life. She's humble. She's absolutely beautiful, you know, and I am grateful to have her in my life. You know, she do not value material things, my people. She don't value material things. You know, she is basically the female version of me, kinda. You know, we have a difference them, but you know, she's loving and caring just like I am. And you know, I give you my word that all of our dreams is on the horizon. So none of this will happen, will stop us, right? I want to tell you, you are the best decision I ever made. So cheers to you, my soulmate, my best friend, and the love of my life. Every day with you in my life is a blessing. You're another year older, but you are only getting more beautiful. Happy birthday, my love. And I love you, world without end. See? So, me just did want to, you know, express my gratitude to a kind soul. And we can get back to the program. Now, that night, big up. That night is not here, baby. He went to church. So he said to tell the people that he would not be here. He will catch up later on. See? So let's get back into the program.
This is why Jamaica's path forward, how it rebuilds, adapts and transforms, matters far beyond its borders. Here's where the story takes a surprising turn. Jamaica's recovery is no longer just a national concern. It has evolved into a global case study on resilience and adaptation. When a small, middle-income island of 2.8 million people faces the fury of a record-breaking storm, the impact becomes a real-time lesson for the rest of the world. The data from this event is being scrutinized by international development banks, insurance companies, climate scientists, and policymakers alike. What they see is not an isolated incident, but a preview of what's to come for coastal regions and island nations everywhere. Global insurers are recalculating their risk models. Travel and logistics companies are reconsidering how they operate in vulnerable regions. Even governments in the global north, those that once felt immune to tropical devastation, are beginning to understand that climate-linked instability in the Caribbean can affect food prices, migration patterns, and trade flows.
And by the way, guys, I've posted a picture of me and Shanice on here, so you can show that so love later on. Also, I have posted several pictures on the other channel, on our vlogging channel. So if you guys want to go over there, or the picture that is on this one, if you're going to the comment section, you will see the link to the next channel. So just click the link and go over there and see. So big up on yourself. That is where you guys will see you know, some of the relief effort that we will do when I get down there. See, obviously we'll still do our lives, but for information, you know.
Across the globe. The real twist? If Jamaica fails to rebuild with intelligence and foresight, the consequences will not be confined to its shores. It will become a warning signal, a stark message that small island risk is global risk. Yet, if Jamaica succeeds, if it invests in smarter infrastructure, renewable energy, and community-based adaptation, it can become a blueprint for global resilience. The island's transformation could redefine how developing nations prepare for an age of unpredictable weather and rising seas. This isn't just Jamaica's story anymore. It's the story of humanity learning to live in a changed climate. It's a moment that challenges us to rethink how we view disaster, investment, infrastructure, and survival itself. If you found this video helpful, please go ahead and hit the like button.
So, Jamaica, a record-breaking storm, my people, and some lessons that we have to learn is we have to move the towns in from the coastline, you know, and move them in far enough to deem as safe. Where we can build seawalls, we must build them as well, my people. See, wherever we can build seawalls, we must build them as well, right? I can guarantee you that this won't be the last massive storm that we will have in Jamaica. Maybe we'll not see it for 10, 15, 20 years, but it won't be the last. It will definitely happen again in some of us lifetime. See, so we have to change the way how we build things. We have to change the way how we, you know, build our townships and build our homes as well. I believe this is the perfect time to fade out zinc rooftop. So we have to do something to bring down steel and bring down cement, bring down sand and stone so people can build proper dwellings, my people, you know, and build it at a price. No, Waldemar. I see this brother who rides a bike and go around looking for Percy's family. So I have sent him several messages. I am hoping he will get back to me today sometime. By the way, the phone lines are open, and just in case anybody want to call to tell Shanice happy birthday. The phone lines are open. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, I saw a brother riding around on a bike, so I messaged him and I asked him. Several persons that I asked to go said they would go, and then I have not heard anything. So, you know, as a father, I want to know what happened. You know, anything possible can happen. So, me just want to know. So, I just want somebody to go. And I can tell you now, yes, Keisha, you send it to me. Thank you very much. There's several persons I see that have Starlink. But me and my friend, I link them and tell them. And them either don't respond, I read the message, and I say nothing. You know, but I am a kind of man where, you know, I hold them the kind of grudge them, and I'm not gonna tell them no lie. You see me? Because if me there anyway, if I was down there, you know, and any one of them link me, it could check on a relative. All of my house tear down. Me I go as long as my mobile. See? Because me go want to know say everybody alright. And so me stay. I don't know about anybody else. You know, my wife is on here, you know, all the more. She's here. Yeah, man. So full time now, Kirk. We build some proper dwellings. We must try to safeguard with historic sites them as well. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but you know, there's ways where you can case things in concrete for. And I figure enough people lost all part of their homes because they're not strengthening it over the years. Them just left it. Plus, you know, windows were not buttoned up. I realize a lot of places that lost their windows and doors. And then they didn't even make an attempt to button it up, my people. Because Jamaican people don't prepare for the storm. All 1 week it's time I come and the government tell them say, yo, it's time I come, it'll come, prepare. Nobody not prepare. When I go down to Westmoreland and look, if you see amount of house will blow down and you don't see nothing, cover a window. When you have both dwellings, over time you have to check if your integrity, you have to check if your chichi, you have to check if your things, you have to replace certain little part of it. See? You have to do them things there, my people. Yeah, man, the clock gone back, Elaine. You know, pretty much same time in the morning, but in the evening because, you know, I come home. One time I get home between 11 something and 12 o'clock. You know, but I'm trying to be here for 12. But most times, you'll get me just after 12 or whatever. Hold on, my people. May I get a call? May I have to take the call? Hold on. Yeah, sorry about that, my people. So I just got a call to say that Flow is back up and running. But I told you guys that it was coming back from last night because Shanice called me last night from her regular number. Right? So, good morning and terrific. Good morning. Some amount of late, you know, I'm a bite out on the next thing and the thing say, through a storm, when I gotta get where, eh? When I ramp with my faster. In Savlamar. I have tried my daughter's number. I tried her auntie's number, tried her mom's number, and you know it is all going to voicemail. Am I freezing to everybody? Or maybe I'm Michelle, because Michelle, I want to always say me I'm freezing, so maybe a fear signal. Am I freezing to everybody? My people. Okay, answer no. Sandra say yes. Okay, we need to start sending money to Jamaica. They were working to put up the ATMs back up and running yesterday. So the ones that have standalone generators, they were working to put those up. You know, so me glad say signal come, but we spot my daughter live. All if rain, hard rainfall, the signal gone. See? So okay. I told me get a call. I freeze up a live a while ago. A call when me get. You know, remember so we spot me live to, you know, a country bush. Cause I look like a London alone. In a London alone, you can get good Wi-Fi. But anytime you come from out of London, no good. You know a good bus, you know a good road, you know a good car, you know a good house, you know a good signal, you know a good nothing once you left out of London. I don't know why. You see me I say? But me know me okay, you know, my people. So let us scan through the media now and see if we can find any up-to-date news. People are starting to get restless, my people. People are starting to complain that, you know, the government is not moving quick enough. It is going to be like that. You know, the government can only do so much, my people. The government can only do so much, and we must try to understand. Just be understanding. Just eat what you can find for now. Don't eat no human. Don't cook no near picking them. See? Don't eat no didi. See? Just if you can find a little flour, just fry 2 dumplings, my people. See? That's how we are telling you. Just fry 2 sugar dumplings. If you can find little flour and little baking powder to fluff up a little bit, to make it a little bit crispy. See? Just throw a little baking powder in it and make it picking it there near me and drink some water. We are survival people, you know. Them last day pick me and they don't know nothing about survival. See? They don't know how to cook little rice, some buttery rice. You know? They don't know if you cook 2 flambo and eat it with piece of butter. You know? They don't know there's something there. They might look pick me now. They soon hear them a ball say KFC mash up and government will come open up KFC. Watch. Remember I me telling you. If you don't see that happen. So we are scheduled the media now. No update as it relates and down there. Let's go on IG. We rise. Alright, we don't want in with music tonight because you know that now good.
Pleased to announce that today, Saturday, 1st of November, we were able to start distributing 200 of the 600 Starlink units to critical agencies and responders in the field in the affected areas. On Monday, I'll also be supplying all the cabinet members, the leader of the opposition, all of the members of parliament and councillors in the affected areas with Starlink mobile units, as communication is key to be able to get information from in and out of the areas.
Play that over so no hear say Mark Golina get one and then say all councillors and members of parliament. So PNP can't say they don't know what happened and then this and then and that and call you so and call this but get no signal no did it. So no listen good, my people. Cause PNP they very lie no, and every liar is a thief. My granny tell me that.
Pleased to announce that today, Saturday, 1st of November, we were able to start distributing 200 of the 600 Starlink units to critical agencies and responders in the field in the affected areas. On Monday, I'll also be supplying all the cabinet members, the leader of the opposition, all of the members of parliament and councillors in the affected areas with Starlink mobile units, as communication is key to be able to get information from in and out of the areas affected. We have a plan to put the 600 Starlink units in the most critical government apparatus and private sector apparatus to allow for some semblance of restoration until the telcos get back in full force. The telecos have assured me that they're working tirelessly and that we should see an improvement in the services in the affected area and other areas in the coming days. God bless you, Jamaica.
Yes.
Reach out to as many people as you can. Reach out to as many people. Reach out.
We are here in Jesus. All right.
Even in a Westmoreland, there are certain places in a Westmoreland where we still had standing. We still had standing some very old dwellings, 100-year-old, 100-odd-year-old. We still had loads of that in Westmoreland. People don't realize or weren't paying attention. But there were loads of houses in Westmoreland that was 100-odd-year-old, from them time there. And I can just imagine say all of them destroyed now. I see people are bail off I live, my people. So now tell me if you don't hear me. Tell me if you don't hear me, because I reckon that I see people are bail off and I come back on. So it look like them have signal problem. See? And by the way, my people, the death toll has gone to 28 persons now dead in Jamaica. Yeah, the death toll has gone to 28 dead now in Jamaica, and that is very sad. So condolences to all who lost a loved one.
I know you guys are worried. Oh, my family and friends over there in the US. I know you guys are worried. I'm devastated and I am not doing well. The devastation of the hurricane has blown me off my feet. But I'm here at work today. It's been difficult just to get here. Wires and trees and just trying to get to work and trying to get back to normalcy. But we will let you know we are safe. But remember to pack the barrel and send it come with food, because we're going to need food, all right? I love you. Continue praying for us that we'll recover. So,
Hello. Tell the full name and your title.
Yes. Lana Hop, a cook here at the Falmouth Hospital. We're here today, cooking up a storm, because the patient really have to eat. Oh, my.
Hi, so here are a few tips as Group 7 members as the storm approaches.
Secure a 7-2.
Oh, my family and friends.
Annie K. Brown. Just letting all of my friends and family know that I'm okay. I'm at work here at the Falmouth Public General Hospital, so we're okay. Just letting you know, and we'll be in touch as soon as possible. Love you. Bye.
Well, Jamaica, mash up my people, but we give thanks. I tell you, it could have worse. You remember when the hurricane did left the Caribbean and go America and go up the coast America and tear up everything, hundreds of people dead. You remember that stand? See, and that was probably a category 3 that done that to America. So we are give thanks. Many of us now know if we live, but we will rebuild. In a easy and in a go easy, my people. But we have to rebuild. Good morning to my beautiful mother-in-law. Katrina, yes, that hurricane, this devastated the United States, killed hundreds of people, was dead in that hurricane there. And many of us, it could have been many more. So we are give thanks for that. We must commemorate that day as well. I said this last night that we need to commemorate that day into something, either a bank holiday or something, just to make people know that we remember the devastation and we are building back. And that day all of us stand in silence for the ones that are lost, and for everybody lost something. People lose animal, people lose livestock, people lose cars, people lose homes, people lose businesses, people will lose loved ones, but we have to build back, my people. Even right now, I'm there I talk to them. I am weak because I can't hear from my dad. I'm weak. Any parent are gonna know the feeling there. I can't imagine what these persons, I don't want to imagine what these persons are, are feeling. I remember when, and not that I am saying that this is what is going to happen, but I remember the devastation when I lost 6 members of my family one time in 2004. I remember, when my father lost, my brother and his family at that time. And, remember the pain that was in the house. So I can just imagine what persons are going through. Some of it is because persons did not take heed as well to go to shelters. Even up to the last hour of the storm, Desmond Mackenzie was pleading. Said, please, wanna go to the shelter. But some shelters still did not survive. So we don't know what the outcome. Well, we know what the outcome, but we don't know if we would have had more casualty in some of them. But we didn't. So maybe if it did go to a shelter, things would have been better. I am keeping the faith, man. Me just a reason with them. I did build my daughter a proper concrete structure, but you can never tell. Concrete is not indestructible, my people. And like me say, where it is located, possibly mudslide and them things that can happen to it. You see me? Yeah, man. So this is something that we will remember as a people for a very, very long time. Very, very long time. I am trying to play my part. All of us should play our parts as well. Like I said previously, government alone can't do it, and there will come a time when it will fade. Anybody will know about disaster? Government can't continue this indefinitely. So people have to pick up them pieces and try to move on and try to better themselves. See? A minute to get back your hand on some money, buy back some chicken. See? A minute to get electricity, you start to build back your life. Government can't sustain this forever. So we have to have NGOs coming into the space. See? People like us, bloggers, who is monetized, and we can give a hand. I am not a big blogger. I don't make thousands of pounds from this thing. I don't, not yet. I'm hoping that one day I can build it to that, but I don't yet. But from the liquor that I am making, I am asking you guys to watch the ads. If you don't watch the ads, that will help me to generate something, and I can help my community back home and other communities as well. Depends on how far it can stretch. But time will come when things will fade down and government can't keep this up forever. People have to step in the space and try to help. And like me say, as soon as you get to where you get to, and you start to rebuild your life, start to move on with your life, do what you have to do. See? Yes, a lot of them are look for hands out, but we can't call the hands out and now, right now in this moment, nah there. You see me I say, because all of we right now. Right now it not even matter if you have 10 billion or 10 billion in Jamaica right now, me can tell you. All of we, they're on the same level right now. So all of who worship money and vanity and goods, everyone away. Because if you have $10 trillion and you can't get a pound of rice to buy at the shop because hurricane come and tear down and port them and we can't get no food in, how you go buy? You're just like the next man. See, the only advantage you probably have, you have a better house and you probably have a better storage facility so you can last longer. See? So we can't look upon it like that just yet. Maybe a year from now, 2 years from now, people are rebuilding their life and them still, if you look something to eat, we can say, all right, them a scruff. You know? But it depends on the circumstances. You know, we have to try and do all that we can. You know, my plans them certainly not change. All of my plans them I may have, you know, we have to go build back, but the plans still remain. We'll just build back. So that I got add to the plans that we already have. You know, we have to stand firm. You have to be militant, my people. You know, and you have to go out there and do what you have to do. You know, especially for your children. You can't allow your children them to see you sitting around and lacking. Children live what they learn. See me I say, probably if me never have a father me have, and I did my mother alone grow me. I tell them probably me would have this mindset, yeah. Right? No man. Yes, Nadia. Yes, me understand. You know. So if your children see you sitting around and doing nothing, you know, then that is what they will learn. You understand? So we have to get up and be counted. And the man them sit down on the corner and drink rum. On the mind me tap chief phone and tap in one on the face. Get up and go get one machete and clean up the place. Dog shit. Drunk crap. Stop sit down and talk about government. A food of community. Cha. You better move right in front of me too, you know. What I'm doing now? Man sit down on the corner and drink rum and boom same way. How where they get it? Me see video them. And the place want clean up. Man sit down and drink rum and boom and say hungry. How you feel hungry and drink rum and boom in the morning? No look at tea if you drink in your belly. Eh? You drink rum and a smoke and I say government not come with food yet. Okay, the man them. It's time gone, you know. It's time gone and go a river go catch 2 fish and go scale them and fry them when you am them. Hey man, they come like them, man, and no know if you be man again. Not yet, Ginger. Not yet. You know, me I hope to hear something today because me am mad out as anybody can imagine. You know. Can imagine you're not hearing from your child. You know, it is not a feeling that you want to have. Trust me, it give me sleepless night. You know. I don't know if you can see me eye them, but me tired. But I can't sit down and low from my people. I have to do what I do same me. And I have to try and go to work same me. You know, because I need to have income. So when, you know. And one lady said man tried to rob her with mass. I just don't. And I'm telling you, I just see some of them. Pardon. Some of them when time I see police kill them, I don't know if you say, you know. Sometimes I see police murder. The police not do innocent people things, but most of the majority of police take out. Police know of them, I know about them, I know about them dealings. And you hear me I tell you, me and you may not know, but police know. See? Yeah man, I want to hear me baby. You know? Just one thing call me and say, Daddy, me want you. Because I always tell me, you know, Daddy, me want you. See? So I don't hear him call me so I can tell him so I soon come. Because I soon come. You know? So I just want to do anything to my people. You know, I just want to do anything that hopefully she's safe and she's there and she's alright. You know? I just hope the people them go safety, especially children and women. You know, say right now, children and women kind of vulnerable right now in this country right now as we speak, you know, because the government attention is too sad in this thing out. So no guard no look a girl picking them. Again, some of them money of them are predator. You hear me I tell you no? So no make certain so no look off and look a girl picking them. All who have stepfather and all of this round and picking them in a time like this in a current Ghana time. When you left, when you picking them, go now with left them with some of them. I mean, I say all man stay so. But there are some man down at Jamaica, them like look pick them, I not understand why. See? But for some reason they like look Pitney. So I'm watching a little girl picking them. I'm watching a little boy picking them too, because some of them are bum pirate. You know, then come to steal the rectum. You know. So you need to watch. One little boy picking them as well. Yeah. In a time like this where people don't really see law. You know, one get away with anything because the place dark. That's how them operate. But the military is out there, the police is out there, and we are going to keep the order, I am sure. You know, the government is pulling out all the stops. And we will rebuild, my people. We will rebuild. You know, thank God we now have 15 million and 20 million people. I just want to look at 2 point something million away. We will persevere, my people. We will overcome. You know, and please look out for the elderly. Some of them are lonely, my people. And if you don't live in a neighborhood, don't look out for them. Say, we don't give them like a conversation, and anything we want to cook, we don't calculate, give them if I have one dumpling and catch up their stomach. See? And if you are right like that in your community and you can cook a communal pot of soup at evening time, or a communal pot of dumpling, or a communal pot of rice with something, do that, no man. All that we have to play with party, no man. See? If you can do that, just do that. All that we have to live. You know, and this should be bringing people together. Times like this should be bringing persons together. We're not supposed to have people that try to rob woman and pitney and a thief and a criminal. Eh? If all of we can come together and say, all right, storm blow, you know, but see me I want mackerel left out of where me did have. And somebody else come and say, see me I want bully beef left out of where me did have. See? Somebody come and say, see 2 more mackerel, so a 3 mackerel that can cook. You know, cook one communal pot, man. Somebody say we have one 2 pound of flour left. Somebody else have 2 pound and 4 pound that. Somebody have half pound of cornmeal. Because we don't want too much cornmeal in a dumpling. Yo, if my father make a dumpling give, when you done near me a bung. What me say you do? Can't will them no dumpling they stiff. See? So just make some of them hard dumpling there. You know? And so when time it drop in your stomach, it now come out for the rest of the day. So you don't have to worry. You know, we have to help each other, my people. We have to help each other. You know, I am sitting here and I feel so restless, like helpless. You know, like I can't do nothing. You know, but I am on my way, my people. I am several weeks away yet, but I am on my way nonetheless, and I'm coming to part as well. When you know me already, me a patriot. I love my nation. I love my fellow country, women. I read the G them still. You see me I say? Yeah, so we are going to do with part same way. All that we have to help. See? That's how my brother make dumplings too. Yeah, but they be tight. I know some me like mine, you know, but in a them a time where food is scarce, especially now that the whole of St. Elizabeth mash up, you know, my people. This is going to have a ripple effect. Chicken I go scarce, pork I go scarce, fish I go scarce, because man now go see. Vegetable I go scarce. See? But we are hoping that the aid that comes with a lot of that. You know? So we have to just do what we have to do, my people. We can't sit down and feel sorry for ourselves. We have to have a get up and go spirit. And in times like these, we need true leaders, real leaders. We need leaders who is for the people and is with the people, you know, and is going out there and showing that I am here with you. I am going through the same thing as you, but I am making you my priority. See? Them the kind of leader that we want in our country. And we see it with the Labour Party. You know, I don't see much from the PNP. Them, I see Mark Gore, I see Dayton Campbell, I see Ian Hills. I see Zulika Jess. But I don't see I see Peter Bunting as well. But I don't see nobody else. You know, anytime I go to cook, Jamaica still. Anytime I go to Jamaica, I still eat his cooking. Okay. Let me see what it is. So, oh, yeah, brother. Have a great birthday regarding the circumstances and live to see many better years. It's pure dumpling you talk about. I can see you love dumpling. You know, so I really love dumpling. Carlene, I really like rice either. I realize when I eat rice, I put on weight. I don't know why. So I kind of cut down the amount of rice I eat. You know, all bread. The last time I eat bread, I was in Jamaica. So almost a year ago, I don't eat bread none at all. You know, a certain little thing I stop eat. And since I stop eat them, there's something I not put on no weight. I just stay at one weight. You know? So I think they're probably good. Yeah, man. Me a wicked chef too, you know. Why they fry a piece of chicken and the chicken Japan Chinese too and Chinese suck off in two my people. Or the chicken sweet. You know, Chinese take up the chicken, brush off the chicken, eat the chicken, and then part with Japan in two, and suck off in two my people. I mean, when I come and tell them, say I lie, I tell no, but that's true. You see what I say? My family is good, thank God. Well, you know, big up to everybody that, you know, is reaching out to their family and, you know, getting in touch with their loved ones. And I'm glad to find them. I can't wait for 50 years from a baby. You know? I can't wait for hear from a baby. Right now, we this a frighten me. This a frighten me. I go pull out all I stop them now if you carry me so me there. Better in Tanya so. But I can't have him. You know? Nothing on do when me did it. You know? So true say me and my mother and my mother side of family them up here now have no relationship. That's why she not there already. Because I don't have nobody to look out for her while me at work. You understand? So boy, my people. Let me see time, I know. Alright, we still got time, man. I will look for some more updates so we can find out from the minister them. I have not been watching Nationwide as of lately. Anybody? Did it ring? You get any ring? But I am so heartbroken seeing my Jamaican in dire needs. I just say I go a few time now. A whole heap of time we watch people suffer viral. And even we see one and say Jamaica lucky, you know. Jamaica blessed. You don't remember them sitting? Good morning, Carla.
Hey, Dujan, morning, how are you?
Boy, I'm there and my boss. Tell me now.
Yeah, man, everything all right so far, you know. Give thanks for life, you know. You hear anything from your daughters yet?
No, not a peep. You know, but somebody is supposed to go and check today again. So a third day now, me I wait, you know.
But anyway, God said that she's okay. And she's okay. Maybe where she is, there's no communication as yet. You know, as yet.
Yeah.
So as a result of that, you know, you may not be hearing from her, but she's not among the worst. You know, because I hear from my two children, them back, my 3 kids back home, and them is all right. You know, in fact, my son is in St. Ann there, and him phone never did a work, and him get a call and call me. From me hear him voice, I feel good.
Yeah,
you know,
that,
so
that may work, but no.
I am saying the same thing for your daughter back home, you know what I mean? And your family and everybody.
Everybody else good,
based on what? Yes, everybody else is all right on your other side, right?
Yeah, man, everybody else good. I just my daughter alone, me not hear from her fear mother side of people. Yeah.
Yeah, man. All of them is okay. Just keep the faith. Nothing. We know that the death toll now gone over what? They said 25, something like that.
28.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot, you know. But what I'm saying, Dujan, is that I see the opposition last night. And he's crying out for help for Westmoreland people. Fine. It is within his own rights to do that. But I want to say this. It's not only Westmoreland people affected.
Of course not. Of course not.
And I don't want the PNP to come here behaving like the Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, must leave all the rest of the island and pay strict attention to Westmoreland.
You know, so people don't see. So people don't see what happened, but what happened is Westmoreland people don't complain say Andrew play politics and Andrew not come to Westmoreland first. And they say, well, Mark Golding go first. Eh? And they say Mark Golding go first.
You get what I'm saying?
And then this morning I wake up now and see Mark Golding I go up on a JDF helicopter for go tour, you know, this morning, you know. So why Mark Golding could go with the Prime Minister, Wadi? Why am I tell you?
Right? He did a tour with the Prime Minister. Because that man mind just damn bad. And that's reality. The man have a hate for our Prime Minister that I wonder how him sleep. You understand?
Yeah.
And Westmoreland people behave as if they voted for the Jamaica Labour Party. Few of them, thumbs up to the few. But the majority sends the JLP a message that we don't want you to represent us.
Yep.
So it comes right back to what I was saying the other morning to you. I don't want them down there to behave as if my Prime Minister must leave Northern Chillan. I go as far as say Northern Chillan because South Chillan well taken care of. That's our constituency. We have that from 97. We have never had Northern Chilani in history. And Northern Chilani has given us 2 terms. Why my Prime Minister must leave Northern Chilani to look after Tova, my good friend Tova. I don't know her like that, but I just like her how she operates. To be honest with you, Tova move like a man. You know, a man went in our house and run him out and manage him out.
Yeah.
That's how Tova Hamilton moves. I've been watching her from the day she come into politics. Trust me. And I am saying, why the Prime Minister must pay all the attention to Westmoreland, Central, Eastern, and the other one, and leave Northern Chillan, and leave Central Kingston, and leave Central Manchester. This is not the time for it. So Mark Golding have to understand this, that Westmoreland will fix up, but it's not going to be a priority and should not be a priority for this government. Because the fact of the matter, the constituency that... Why?
Except for Negril. Except for that party.
Except for Negril, where we have the international people and the airport and all of those stuff. So I don't understand it. I just can't get it. Why Westmoreland people need Andrew Holness now? They didn't need him September 3. They listen to PJ participants. And you see, the fact of the matter, you know, people will say this and say that. But what I understand, Dujon, is that politics have its consequence. Your decision that you make come with consequence.
Me did tell them.
Because Dayton Campbell were not there. He just come there and what they do, they give him the chance to manage the place over Daniel Lawrence. Ian Hayes was not there. They run away Garfield James. So why is it now that they are bawling and crying out to Andrew Holness? Andrew Holness is only one man. They said PJ, I watch it, all PJ, we mash up Jamaica. I don't think you know how the PNP has wrecked Jamaica during the 90s. I can tell you that PNP party, you hear about it. I think you hear about the PNP,
man,
but I don't
sense,
think you live the PNP.
No, man, me definitely live it, man. Me have sense. Me see my mother and the devastation, and my mother live in a 1-bedroom with the whole away. Mother fear push cat, herself and cat. Me see all that, me see a no job. Me see me living up. Remember say Russia me come from, you know. Me see poverty. I just because my father take me at a young age and my father did look a bit better off. So as so comes me grow back in a good space. But if me did we continue, me I tell you, me see absolute poverty. Me still have family now, we still not change from them the time they until now, they still in a poverty.
Right?
You know?
Right. It don't matter what you do from me born Eastern Westmoreland I vote for PNP. No matter how the pit latching where them get, no matter how the bad road where them get, no matter how poverty I kill them, a PNP them vote for. So I don't want them to come now and I come size up with my Prime Minister about he must come down there and look after. Hell no.
You did the live yesterday, right? You was on the live yesterday, right?
Huh?
You was on the live yesterday when me play the clip where them a cheer Mark Golding and Dayton Campbell and Ian Hills. You hear the clip there?
No, I didn't hear it.
Me I look for it and
right?
play. Me get hear. Me I look for it and play. Me get
So that's what I'm saying to you. I don't, and I told you on your program earlier on that come 2030, they are going to vote it for PNP same way. Look how them hug up the white man. And now they are saying that Andrew must divert. My tax dollar not going down there first. It has to go to Northern Trelawney first because those are one of the 35 children that put Andrew Holness back into power. And he can't go to Westmoreland and look after Westmoreland who doesn't care about him. And then leave who care about him. That will be a very unprecedented move by him. And I will very much cut up. My granny would have said, cut up over that.
So listen to
they
this,
have to wait. We owe them nothing.
Listen to this, my boss. Listen to this.
Today we have got access to a helicopter from a private company, and that's enabled me to come down. We flew over St. Elizabeth, had a look at the terrible damage. We landed in White House, which is where we are now. We visited also Burn Savannah, and we flew over Sab and other communities. Darlington, the devastation is terrible in Westmoreland. The people are really desperate. They need water, they need food. There are many communities that are still cut off, and where we need to open them up so that they can have some source of comfort and assistance. So this is the time now to really rev up the assistance, get it deployed into the communities, work with the members of parliament.
You're not hearing.
So today,
yeah, hearing?
No, because I am on live. I'm not hearing it still.
Okay, yeah. Just if your device or your depend, you need to watch it on that and hear it on that. You know.
Yeah, that's okay. I will tune in to it another time. Okay. But let me say this as I was saying, Dujon.
Yeah.
I have never seen such a presumptuous people. Never. Remember, you know, Dayton Campbell get 2,000 people extra vote for him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that there are other 6,000 that voted for the JLP. If we can find them and look after them first, that will be good. Yeah. But it's going to be very difficult to find them. And if I were the government, well, as I said, Andrew doesn't think like how I speak. And I know he doesn't think the way.
It's hard to find them, you know. We easy to find for who vote them. Remember, say you canvas, you know, you write down people name in a book. So we know who vote for we.
Right? So if he can find those 6,000 that voted for him first, look after them first and whatever let you give PNP. Because you will never leave. The Prime Minister will never lose a night's sleep if PNP and Westmoreland don't vote for him. Because I said to you already, we win 2007 election, they didn't vote for us.
Boy,
we win 2016, they didn't vote for us.
I'm not sure I agree with the part right there at all. But you know, me understand what you say. But as it come on to aid, you know, everybody have to just jump in. But development part, me know that the part
I am saying to you, yeah. I am still saying
Yeah.
You see, I am a person like this, you know. A lot of people doesn't, because my grandmother and everyone Wilmington, they are 2 second cousins, you know.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a streamlined family. That's how we speak. That is how we are. That's how my grandmother and all right, you see, every Wilmington mother
Yeah.
is my grandmother auntie.
Yeah.
Because we same way all we come from, same place. So we are like this. Just like what Everall said, if you don't vote, don't look for benefit. I agree with you. You know, vote, so why you want benefit?
Well, hear my perspective.
People not doing that.
Hear my perspective now.
That's
So the government have to move in there and aid everybody. However, the places that need priority, like Montego Bay, St. Elizabeth, because Montego Bay is the gateway into Jamaica as it relates to tourism. So that have to look about first. The whole part of Clarendon and St. Elizabeth are the breadbasket of Jamaica. So that have to look about first. And then we can talk about the rest of other places then. May I agree with that?
I still saying, I know people might not agree with me. Why is it that the PNP in Westmoreland wanted help from Andrew Olney so much and they did not vote for him? In fact, they did have a JLP MP. They knew the benefit of a Jamaica Labour Party MP. They have seen the benefit of a JLP government first. This that like they have never seen, and they voted out the JLP. So why is it now they are running to the Jamaica Labour Party for help? Why is it that they don't call and Mark Golding is like a man into a... Let me tell you what I know the PNP is like. It's like a woman into a relationship. And it goes both ways, DUJON, reality. Because you cannot hide yourself from reality. It goes both ways when a man have a good woman, when a woman have a good man. So it's a both concept, I'm telling you. The woman in the house and the man treat her like a queen. She's there. Everything is very supportive of her. Him give her whatever. Him see to it that she should go good. And what she do? She treat that man like a shit house.
Mm-hmm.
And she take up a waste man. Mm-hmm. The waste man will beat her, kick her like a ball. She love him. I love you, baby. Mm-hmm. You look nice, but the man at the house who have been there for her, she never tell him so she love him yet. That's how PNP is. Whenever time you give PNP anything good, they don't want it. They glorify the person when they give them nothing.
I can tell you this as a Westmoreland myself. Westmoreland people not patient. Them greedy, them gluttonous, they licky. See? And at that cost them for in a situation where they in and know as it relates politically. I'm not talking about the hurricane. But the members of parliament because of gluttonousness. But me still we have to help, but we can't. We have to prioritize the things where we get the economy back up and running. Because if the economy not back up and running, we can't help nobody none at all. So we have to prioritize the things that we are gonna happen to make the economy run.
That's reality.
Yeah.
Look at Trelawney. Trelawney is a food place at Tova. Those people need help.
Yeah.
Those people, every single person in Northern Trelawney house break down. I am asking the government to bill it back, give to them, every one of them, even the PNP them in another Trelawney, bill back them house, give them. Because them was a part of the success for the Jamaica Labour Party. Westmoreland has to wait.
I agree.
They have to wait.
I agree they should
wait.
I agree they
Mark Golding can build back the house, give them. He might get 28 million a year. Him alone can build back everything give them. They don't need Andrew Olney help or my taxpayer money. Because you know what hurt me? These people have seen the benefit of the government. And not one of them, it's like you're into an office, you know, and the CEO is abusing a member of staff and kicking her and boxing her. And not one of the workers could stand up and say, CEO, you can't do that. That's not nice to treat people like that. Come on. All of them sided with the CEO. Just in the election. Not one of them said, no, man. Me not take the road, brother. Me have give Andrew Olney a chance. Okay, man, I do good. The whole of them So them not forget no damn help first. They must get help after every other constituency get through.
Listen
them,
to this, yeah.
You not get through.
Persons that misinterpret what you say, you know. They think you say PNP not forget no help, none at all. And that he must say people. He must say Westmoreland people want to be top priority. They want the government to left with them do a St. Elizabeth and Montego Bay and come give them aid first. They never vote for that. They never vote for that, and that is the truth. That is the reality. They did not vote. They said they never want this government to lead them. And then said the Prime Minister was a thief. So why the Prime Minister feel left what him do now to fix up them place that we are going to run the country and get back some money in the country if you can aid them first? Where they offer country? Where they offer? That's all they must say. So they must say, after when them place they start out, Westmoreland can be sorted. They should not be priority. I agree with that.
Anybody that is saying that no, Dujon, you see lack of understanding prone for you to speak negative things and respond negatively. I repeat, lack of understanding prone for anyone to speak negative and respond to negative things. I am saying, and I repeat the call, the government must look out for the most, and if you're going to play politics, fine. Because everything that the PNP do, they play politics.
Yep.
So don't let anybody fool you.
They can't fool me. I know everything about them.
Aloma Samba did make it clear that the civic committee full of PNP people. She said it is on record. So I want to know anybody gonna say otherwise. I am saying that the government of Jamaica with my taxpayer money must not leave Northern Chilan who voted for them in the 2025 general election, who was a PNP place but still see the light to stay with Andrew and leave Northern Chilani, specific in the country area, and go to Westmoreland. Because even if Andrew Owens gives Westmoreland, yes.
Me want to show you just how stupid some of them people there. You literally say they don't vote. That is a political statement. It is political. This is a political life, you know. This is a political block. What I'm doing, no understanding. And this is why PNP.
That's what I'm telling you.
Why?
People lack of understanding. You think, look at what Mark Golden do. Did Mark Golden go to East Rural St. Andrew where Juliet Holness has damaging her constituency first? No, he did not. He goes to his constituency with a vote for him first.
Exactly.
And what did he do? He did not call and make a broad statement and said, look, he wants help for all the entire constituency. He said he wants for Westmoreland. He be specific. So I don't understand the ideology and the thinking of people, how they think. This is politics, brother. And this is the only prime minister that we have that does not play politics.
Exactly.
And the wellness is just different from the rest. Because I know if it was Edward Seaga, it will be a different ball. He's going to tell you, look, me I look out for me people first, then whatever left for your people get. Because your people never put me in my debt. And just reality.
Yep.
When I have left Chilani, I'm going to give Westmoreland and Chilani people up there. And we know that Chilani, within split second, if you don't look after Chilani, they're gone right back to the PNP because they are original PNP, you know. It's just that they change of heart and they have seen the difference, so they are going to steer with good. Once you don't look after them gone right back to PNP and join the PNP again. You don't want that in 2030 general election. And that's not going to help you.
Boy, the people
so you have to look after them.
The people in Westmoreland say if I want dog, PNP send down the dog, them I vote for. And it prefer them suffer on the PNP than vote Labour.
All right. You say if I did have a private number, I would have sent you a clip with the old woman. Let me quote what she said. She said, all when she whole and a dead, and nothing now go on. Me I talk like how she talk. Me, now vote for Labour, right? Me a PNP. All when me whole and a dead, and nothing now go on. You see me like a hole out there, and that me living in a PNP, me say. Can you be fearing your woman? You can't help her because let go down to where you call up a Dr. Morris guy. Central St. Mary. What the young girl said. She said she no want no house. She no want no water in a bathroom. She a go a river go bathe. A PNP, she said. I want somebody on this life come and tell me if Andrew Wellness must propose a house for that girl and give her running water in the bathroom. Andrew Wellness will be making a fool of himself because people tell you already what I want. Me no want no water, me no want no house, a river, me want to go bathe. When we grew up, we used to go a river go bathe. We past that now. It's very hard. The only way we will go river go bathe now, unless we just want to enjoy nature, but it's not for a life. So it's just show you the concept of People's National Party supporter. They don't like good. Go out to Angela Brownburg constituency. If you go there and chuck down all of the house them and build up 3-story building, even if Andrew Wellness give them one house like when you have a Beverly Hills, them now vote for JLP because they believe in the philosophy and the thinking of the People's National Party. I'm telling you, I have lived through PNP. PNP doesn't like nothing good. That's why I personally, I don't date. I have preference to John. It's reality in some way, but I can't be with a PNP woman. Because 2 weeks now, I'm going to see eye to eye. Because she might be able to want to take bus while I want to drive a car. The Jamaica Labour Party as a philosophy, it teach you how to fish, not to be dependent. Go out there, work, elevate yourself, go back to school, elevate yourself, get this done. If you have $10, use it and make $20. Don't stuck around. That's the philosophy of the Jamaica Labour Party. You hear what it means? Labour. So you go out there, sweater your bro, you shall eat bread. Don't sit down on the floor and every day get up. Dujan, give me a thing now. Oh, Dujan. No, so down a yard, I want you send a thing. No. Call Dujan and say, Dujan, how me can reach in England, brother? I want a job in a daddy. Exactly. Reach up them and get a work. That's the thinking of the JLP, the PNP think otherwise. You know, I want a thing in a dog. Don't know when I'm a general. Can't deal with the thing, you know. That's just how they think. So the people will...
Me Dan, me God,
huh?
My father. I call big man, I call liquor man and them my father, my God, my general. Because they don't want to go work.
Yeah. You understand? So that is what I am saying. And that's what I'm saying to you. The real People's National Party supporters is not around now. Yeah. You can hardly find them. It's a new breed of generation. It's a risers now. And I have well-thinking PNP friends. In fact, let me tell you something. You see where I am in the diaspora here? All of us put together and we have put some barrel together. And half of the man, them are People's National Party supporters. And the whole we have JLP and PNP and we put together and we have sent and we can hear quite amused my colleagues them say, yo, the Prime Minister do good, brother. You have to give man him props. The man a do good. I mean, no busy when the man wants him. You have to PNP, but him a do good. That's a well-thinking People's National Supporters Party, PNP supporter. But you have other people out there now think that we're there. So that's what I'm saying to you. The government has an obligation, fine to every citizen, because at the end of the day, we are not saying here that all the aid must go to the JLP supporter. You can't run government that way. Nobody's saying that, because I want every single Jamaican to get back them house. Even those PNP will vote for Mark Golden. Get back a house, get back themselves on track. But what I am saying now, when you go to the polls determine your children's future. Remember, you know, journalists were saying this before election, you know. Nobody were seeing an election, a hurricane coming, you know. It said, when you go to the poll, it determines your future. Now we have seen it. Look at Nigel Clark. What if he never put in this hurricane ban? How Jamaica would have survived? Even though international people is helping us fine, we welcome that. We appreciate it. But
forever.
what the government do?
That can't last forever, you know. Give that about 6 months and everybody start lift up.
There you go. International help. If America give money, that cannot last forever because we know the world works. It has to divert here to give people there. But what did the Jamaica Labour Party government do? The Jamaica Labour Party government put in what you call a contingency plan by having an insurance ban that in case of any natural disaster, the government can go towards that to rebuild the country within split second. And now we have seen it. It was the PNP who said to Andrew Holness, don't spend no money on debt. Pay down on the debt. Mad. Yeah, do that. Give people them the money. But because Andrew Holness is a thinker, critical thinker, he did not listen to Mark Golding. What if he did listen to Mark Golding? What would happen to us now?
What if Mark Golding win the election? What kind of position would I have this morning?
Remember, you know, Mark Golding said he's not going to continue with the JLP policy, you know. So we will be now seeing a supplementary budget.
And not even that. Listen to this.
Think about what I'm saying.
Not even that. Listen to this. The other day when the Prime Minister go to the United Nations and Scott Matt did I say the Prime Minister should have walked out. If them did win the election in a government after saying that, you think America would have come to aid, you know? Eh?
You're crazy. You're crazy. When I hear Scott Motley as a woman that, because for me, I am not going to be the one to be disrespectful to people like, you know, you have some callers because them is them way. No, I don't do that. I will bring across my point, critical, robust, effective, but I will take disrespect out of it. Whether you're a PNP or you're a JLP, you know, and this and you get like the girl is calling the Prime Minister, the one of them, you know, I don't do that. Scott Motley is a lady that I've always listened to. Things that she say may not be of effective. It may not be of
substance.
What I call a sensible political move. But when I hear she said that the Prime Minister should walk out. In her terms, why did he walk out along with Kamina Johnson-Smith? Are you kidding? Really? Really, Miss Scott Motley? For a woman that learned politics since of late and is an attorney at law? Come on. That's no good.
I don't think she learned anything, you know. I think she might have got there because of him. That's how me summarize her. You know? Because that is
Jamaica. Let me tell you something. You see Connecticut in the diaspora in the US here. I don't know if I traveled to the US before. I'm just assuming. I don't know.
I never go to America yet.
Connecticut can hold the whole of Jamaica. That's how big Connecticut is. And that is only one state.
Yeah, man.
Fine. Jamaica is not in the position. My country, our country, is not in the position to take side with international bodies. Because Jamaica still depends on international bodies for aid in critical areas just like this.
Exactly.
So it will be very much reckless, none
sensical,
none issue for Jamaican Prime Minister to go into a international assembly meeting and walk away following the international bodies.
You might eat that, man.
That will be no good.
You know, I said something we said for you, Scott Motley, I idiot. See? But anyway, my boss, listen, me have to get ready to go to work now.
Take care.
So me have to up,
yes.
Yeah, man.
All right, cool.
Big up yourself.
Yeah.
So, guys, let me just summarize. He's not saying that Westmoreland should not get any aid. He's saying that they are not in any position to ask for aid first. And I agree with that. They are not in any position to demand aid first. And I agree with that. See? So big up all 319 persons who's here. Please subscribe if you're here for the first time. Big up all 113 persons that gave me a thumbs up thus far. I will see you guys this evening, somewhere between 7 and 7:30 this evening, Jamaica time. See? So big up on yourself. Much love. And I will see you later.